back to Surreal Beauty. Super excited for you guys checking out my video. I really wanted to talk about building your own tribe. And what do I mean by building your tribe? That means we have the power and the control to select the people that we want in our circles. We get to create our village, build our village, and ultimately create the environment that we want to thrive in. You ever heard the saying, you are the company you keep, or birds of a feather flock together? Well, that saying really goes down to the people that we allow into our worlds and that we surround ourselves by, either directly or indirectly, have an impact on us or influence overall. And so that can stir in a negative way or that can go into a positive way. So let's hop into the positive sides of having people in our world. So if we have people who value us, who support us, who care for us, who genuinely want the best for us, we tend more to express our natural selves, to be our best selves, to almost live up to our potential, because on a day in, day out basis, we are surrounded by the loving, secure energy of love, nurture, and all of those things. And so it is super important to build and connect with the people who really have their best interests for you. So where does this start from? So we all come from families. Some may be great, some may not be so great. And sometimes, or all the times rather, we can't choose the family we're born into. However, as we get older and we come of age to choosing and we have control and responsibility of our lives, we can choose people who we will essentially call family. This is one of the lessons that I felt was super important. I've learned on my journey of self-love and spirituality is choosing the people you want to connect with and build with. And those essentially become your family, your people. And so I think it's important for us to really take the time to even evaluate where we are at today, the environment that we're set in today. Is it really set out and equipped for us to thrive and be our best selves? Or is there some working, some weeding out that needs to be done? And sometimes that may look like someone who is blood related. And I hate this. This is probably one of the toughest things that I think that anyone has to encounter or even go through. And that is having to maybe cut off the closest family member, whoever that may be, a sibling. Sometimes in cases I've heard where a father or even a mother had to be disconnected, and it's because for unhealthy reasons, toxic reasons, right? So we need to find that balance in the sense where you may not want to completely, let's say, write off your dad or write off a close relative, but learn to love from a distance, whatever that looks like for you. Finding healthy ways to stay connected with people who are important in our lives, who do love us, and at the same time, creating a world that's healthy. So let me just break it down a little bit further. What does healthy look like? So I'll put myself on display because I think it's super important to share my personal experience so that I can better relate or even express what I mean by what I'm saying. So I remember, especially in my track and field athletic career, I would say I had some of the greatest accomplishments, moments in my life, achievements, high achievements. And at the same time, I remember as I look back, a lot of the people who I may have considered a friend, even an associate, or someone who I thought was just cool, a lot of them really didn't have my best interest at heart, regardless of the fact of, let's say, they were quote unquote doing better than me. At least I perceived it from time to time. And when I look back at a lot of the friendships or so-called friendships I had, a lot of those people really didn't care for me. A lot of those individuals secretly, wanted my demise. They preyed on my demise. They hoped that I didn't figure out how to get over an obstacle or challenge that I was going through, rather than being a friend in need, a supportive human, let's say. And I was going to say a supportive partner, but that is going to give off a different message, and that's not what I want to branch off to. More so just like a supportive person, a helpful friend. It was like the opposite. And I would always question and toss and turn with, why am I not thriving? Why is it that the people I'm around or who are so-called friends aren't really uplifting me? Why is it that when I have a problem or an issue, there's really no one there to help me? And it doesn't necessarily, I necessarily didn't need monetary help at times. It could have just been advice. education, just words of wisdom, some knowledge, insight that I was starving for, that I needed. And even those little things, the people that I thought who I considered close people in my circle weren't really looking out for my best interest. And as I grew older and as I really started to embark and walk on my self-love journey, that's when a lot of the clarity of the lessons that started to let's say open itself up to me, disclose itself to me. It wasn't until I actually started to come around people, and it's very few, I'll be honest, but it wasn't until I started to come around people who genuinely cared about me, actually loved me. And the plot twist to that is I was so used to people giving me the bad treatment, so much so that I was just expecting the next person that I met in my life to just give me that negative treatment. So it's funny when I think about it, when I actually started to select people who were very loving, who were very in my corner, it was hard for me to accept it or even really believe that this person had their best interest for me. Because at that point, it's like, there's no way. You're out for yourself. You have to fend for yourself. But really, people, there are people out there in the world that you can really count on, you can rely on. There may be a select few. You may even only be able to count them on your one hand. But truly, one friend, two friend is better than 10 unfruitful, toxic friendships. And so I really think it's important because we are in control of that. I look at that. I don't know if you heard of the saying, like, your network is your net worth. The people you know, the people you're connected to, that's also a form of currency, So if we cultivate healthier friendships, create relationships in our lives with people who really want to see us win, or we see them winning and they have no problem for us, tagging along and learning and connecting and being able to build ourselves up. These are the types of people that you want in your life. You want to be around people who value you, who really want to, who see the best in you, maybe even before you see it. And they're there right by you every day. Just, those are the types of people that help us and allow us to believe in ourselves. Those are the types of people that allow us to, let me dig deep in. Let me dig deeper in. Let me look at this again. Those are the people that we want in our lives, like when we're down and out or we're in a time of need for love, for advice, a friendship, whether it be going out to the beach and walking on the strip, wherever or whatever it is, having people that you can count on and call on. That I feel brings us such fulfilling or a fulfillment rather in our lives, to where no matter what's going on in the world, no matter where you're at, you can call that person, you can reach out and they're there right with you. So yes, I really think building your tribe is super important, has a great impact on your social overall health, well-being, and just you as a person, And so I think a lot of the people we have in our lives, it does say a lot about who we are. So we are in control of that. That's the great part. That's the fortunate part. We can choose to create a world where we live, almost in our little bubble, to where we create that world and then we're ready to build up our armor and go back out in the real world and take it head on. So guys, I definitely just put out a vlog, not a vlog, a blog on my website. The link is below. It's Build Your Own Tribe. I talk more about it. Just what I shared with you guys in this video. Super cool. Definitely check out my website, subscribe. Also, you can get your free ebook, so don't miss out. And until next time, bye guys.